Like for example, I do a lot of rehab work now, right? Don't get me wrong, like helping an athlete like shave some time off their 40 or like, you know, get a few more reps in the bench press or whatever. That's rewarding, that's fun. But anybody can do that, right? You can go on Google without a trainer with a little bit of time commitment and figure that out for yourself. Like, having somebody who has been in PT for 18 months, which is almost unheard of, right? For 8 hours a week, come to you still walking in a walker for 15 times of his day and then say, hey, I want to get back to hiking, right? I want to go backpacking. I have this dream of hiking this mountain in Italy, right? You put in the work, you put in the commitment, and 18 months later, like they send you a picture from the top of that mountain. Like that's what gets me up in the morning, right? I don't like to call it rehab. You know, I use that term loosely just because it's easy for people to identify with. But really what I'm doing is I'm not rehabbing you because I'm putting you back to, if I do that, I'm putting you back to the state in which you got hurt, right? So my goal is not to do that. My goal is to rehabilitate you, right? I'm gonna give you whatever you didn't have that got you hurt in the first place, right? Oftentimes we think about, oh, if this is tight, I should stretch this, or we used to think about muscles, then we start thinking about patterns, right? But we never think about it less than that, right? In order to understand the whole picture, you have to start to understand the smallest parts of the picture, right? And the smallest parts of the picture for us, it's not my bicep, it's not, you know, my little muscles in my foot, my little tendons. You gotta think about it from a cellular level, right? And I think starting to study that with the functional range systems is really what made the difference for me. I've literally talked to a dude who's 30-something and had 3 shoulder surgeries, but thinks Orange Theory is the greatest thing in the world, right? And he's like, I was like, well, so what do you do when your shoulder hurts? And he's like, well, they just tell me to stop or have me do my PT exercises. I'm like, you're not there for PT, right? You're not there for PT. Does that not, how does that make you feel? Like, think about that for a second, right? Like, you obviously feel pain when you press and they're telling you to press. That's not okay. It's not, right? We have to get away from this idea of like, the worse I feel, the better the workout was. Don't come in here and do something because you feel like you have to do it for a certain reason or because it's gonna make you look a certain way, right? The most important thing is you feel better here than when you leave and when you came in, right? That's important to me. I'm gonna get an idea of what else is going on in their life so I know what type of intensity they need to be experiencing to make it feasible for them to keep that in their program, right? Or a part of their daily life. We can't just assume that everybody's gonna be able to go, you know, like balls out every single time, right? That wall as hard as you can, right? Now, make that same motion. Slower. Good. Good. But in real life, you don't get a warm-up, right? That's why that habitual movement is important. That's why training your mobility in a certain way is important, right? Mobility is like a quality that should be trained just like anything else. As guys, we sort of like, oh yeah, backwards, fuck no, let's do it anyway. And all that other stuff. Yeah, you know, like I was that guy too. But I would tell you that, you know, as much as I love lifting, like this like more important, right? Especially for longevity, and especially like if you want to be doing this longer, especially if you want to take it from a business standpoint, right? And you're working with a client, like how many times you hear people come in and like, oh yeah, this is what hurts today, that's what hurts today, and as trainers, what do most people do? Okay, well we'll work around it, we won't do that, right? But you need to figure out like why that person's in pain. Like, don't just throw them on a foam roller, do a stretch you saw on Instagram, and then like, okay, well, we're gonna leave that alone for now. Because you're not doing anything, right? You are not doing anything. You're doing that person a disservice, you're doing yourself a disservice, right? These people come pay you good money to see you because they trust you, right? Give them something to trust. The nature of how we are as individuals, I feel like we are always looking for the improvement in something. Not to downplay or undermine anybody, but I feel like you can always upgrade whatever you're doing, right? For sure. And it sort of came about like a lot of what we do is just upgrading people's lives.